fabulous weekend. We are out in Boston with the fam, so we will not be doing any other videos probably until Tuesday. If you're new here, go down to that bottom right hand corner, hit that Options Center logo, and subscribe. We have a lot to go through. We have SPX on multiple time frames, then we'll go to QQQ, IWM, DIA, and finish off with BTC. Check out the VIX. First, SPX on the monthly time frame. We are in a primary wave 5 of 5, and we are looking at the candles here. We held the 8 EMA so far this month. We're still in an inside candle. There is a little hope for the bulls, but things are looking bearish if we close underneath this 8 EMA. So we'll have to watch out for that. Not quite a crossover on the MACD at this point, but trying to. Had no histogram bars, so we're probably at that neutral point, but well into bull territory. We do have some RSI divergence to the negative, and the strength is waning a little bit. So bulls look like they're in control at this point. Let's go down to the weekly to see what's happening a little lower. All right, looking at intermediate wave 5, it looks like we're at 1, 2, possible 3, and this could be a minor or intermediate wave 3 into 4. That's what we're trying to figure out right now. With this candle action here, we had a dip down to a possible end of wave 4, but we know that it's a complex correction and that we're looking for, at this time, it has not been negated. We're still looking for a sideways chop into a wave 5 where we complete the primary wave 5. So we're trying to make a higher low. Things are looking bad for the bulls at this point, with the weekly breaking down underneath the 50-day moving average. Now we do have a little bit of support that we came right into. You'll see it's kind of a zone here. All these wicks, they're created a support with this wick as well, and we closed right on it. So we'll have to see what happens on Monday. We are closed. The market will be closed, but the futures will run for a half day into Tuesday. So we'll probably head our direction at this point overnight into Tuesday. If we get some follow through to the downside, I think we may have to really consider that this is going to be more of a complex correction where we're doing a 3-3-3 wave, or even worse, an impulsive wave 1, 2 going into 3, 4, 5. But right now we're sticking to our game plan where this is a wave 4, A, B, C, or possibly A, B, C, D, E for a triangle. We have the MACD coming down to the 0 line, which is used as support many times. So this may provide a little bit of support in our plan to where we come down into this sideways move and correct from there. The RSI is now getting into bear territory. So everything's kind of pointing at the bearish scenario. Let's go down to the daily. Trend is our friend. Now here's where we have to see that the bulls actually have somewhat of a chance. Everything looks grim on the higher charts, which you have to take that into account, but we have to see what's happening here on the daily. We have that major support here at the 4,300 area, along with the 786 from the top of minute wave A into B. Is this B actually over? We thought it was earlier, but it had come down further than expected, but right into this confluence of rising pivots. And we also have the minor support at the 434 area that it held on to. We'll check that out in just a little bit. So what we're looking at is 3-wave move down, a 1, 2, 3-wave move up, and a 3-wave or possible 5-wave move down. But we'll have to see where we get at that point. It depends on how far we get up if we do continue to the upside. We start breaking down from this 4,300 area, we have to get into the bear, the longer term bear scenario. Then looking at the MACD, we are trying to cross back over bearish. We rejected on the RSI off of the trend, the downtrend line. So again, we're gonna have to make a higher low here soon, meaning early next week, or else things are gonna look grim for the upside. moving on to the VIX real quick. We'll start off with that one. And we just simply want to look at, first of all, these candles are starting to actually close above this downtrend line. If you look at the weekly, we had our first close, weekly close above this downtrend line. So that's, again, that's a marked off another one for the bears. But more importantly, we want to see what's happening over in the trade tab. Check out the futures, and looking at the near term, we're at 28. We're trading at around 28, but looking out into the future with the 60-day and 88, we're trading a little bit less than that. So we're into a backwardation at this point, and that should be a little bit of a sign, contrarian sign, that we have somewhat in the short term bottomed in the SPX. Going over to the QQQ, let's see what's happening with tech. Now, we had this line here, the rising pivot drawn here for quite some time, and we just happened to have bounced off of it for that possible A. And then on the minute level, we have an A, B, and we came right back to that rising pivot. So we'll see what has to happen off of that. That's a little bit of a clue that we may have bottomed in the near term. And the same thing with the RSI and the MACD. We're going to have to make a higher low here. And then we're expecting a further move up. IWM, probably the most bullish of these indices. We had the huge ABC correction here, three-wave move down, and this we're looking for higher lows on this one as well. But we have a possible A, B, or maybe even a 1-2, 1-2 that looks like a flat here. So if we have an A, B, and then going into an A, B, C, which we'd be looking for a 5-wave impulse up at this point. All right, DIA, just take a quick view there. Did hit a 78.6 support from this higher low, so that's a possible low that may be in. That's a 1-2 setup there for that one. And then last but not least, BTC had this possible running flat, looking pretty sturdy here, came off of support from the gap area and pushed back up and looking pretty perky. Looks like it's ready to, if we get back over this 41,000 mark, I think that'll pretty much confirm that we're headed back in the bullish direction, but the trend is up here for now. And possibly looking for a higher low at this point, but as long as we keep this structure, start building a new structure here, we can be bullish on BTC. And that's it, you guys. It's that's what we're going to point out. We did, looking at the BACD, we did actually break out from that point. We're at the neutral line here, so still looking a little bit more bullish than the other indices there. So crypto still might be healthy, you guys. Yeah, I guess that's it. Got through that pretty quick. We're going to end it there. So thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like the video and think about joining the Patreon. Check that out. We have a lot more information that we get there. So thanks for joining us here at Option Center. Have a good day.